When you're talking power sports audio, it's hard to deny that MB QUART has certainly carved out a major space within this segment. And today we've got their product expert, Rob Anderson, joining us to announce a couple new goodies coming down the pipe in this category. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about MB QUART power sports audio. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and we're talking MB QUART. That legendary brand that we all love from back in the day has certainly evolved and has literally taken over this category known as UTV. Of course, they do other products in other categories, but I must say this is one category that MB QUART has certainly staked their flag in. So, Rob, we're talking about some new announcements. What are we going to be discussing today?
Hey, Ben. Hey, CMA Network. Today, we're going to be talking UTV audio roofs.
You heard it from the man. We're talking brand new audio roof kits in the UTV world. But first, a quick message from our partner, SiriusXM. And when we come back, let's get into what this audio roof business is all about. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
Hey, right. Welcome back, guys, to this connected episode. MB QUART is on the menu. And Rob Anderson just said the word audio roofs. Rob, help me understand this new thing in this audio roof segment. For me, it seems really over the top. There's so many drivers involved. So help us understand a little bit what this whole audio roof craze is all about.
Absolutely, Ben. So audio roofs in general, they were kind of built out of necessity in the southern parts of here in the States, where people would go either mudding or doing water crossings and really using and abusing their UTV side-by-sides. So out of a natural need, we had to bring the audio up into the roof so that they could do their crazy riding and taking it to the next level. So we saw this, and we're pretty connected into the community, and we go, man, we can make some awesome solutions that totally satisfy that market and kind of be used for anything, even besides people that are using and abusing and doing mud crossings or water crossings. This is for anyone that's got a UTV that's looking for an amazing audio package.
Well, Rob, now that you've explained it like that, I can certainly see the physicality and the importance of elevating all that electronic gear above the headline so that it doesn't get affected by any of this water crossing or mudding that you're talking about. But I also look at it as a really smart use of space, right? Like, you're looking at a side-by-side. There's not a lot of space to work with to begin with. And I think a lot of the traditional kits kind of went with that, how to get car audio into a UTV space, whereby I feel these audio roofs are really engineered specifically for this application. So let's get into it. We're talking audio roofs. Let's start with the first application, guys. So if you have a Polaris Ranger, which is obviously a very popular platform, it looks like MB QUART has got a new audio roof solution for you.
Absolutely. So if you've been in the UTV space, you know about the Polaris Ranger. I mean, that's probably the top selling units of anything out on the market. But we have solutions definitely for everything on the Polaris Ranger side. So let's talk about the two top level. And then we could kind of mention the entry level that we have at the end. But for the 4-seater and the 2-seater, so both options here, we have you covered for the application side of things. Both the top levels are going to include our GMR7 V1 touch touchscreen, CarPlay, Android mirroring source unit. So fully waterproof, has a built-in switching system, RGB control, everything that you're going to want and need and expect out of a top-level source unit. That's going to be included into those top-level audio roofs. On the two-seater version, we have 7 drivers, so 6 speakers, 8-inch speakers, and a 10-inch subwoofer. This thing is going to be fully full range audio with a 500 watt amplifier. On the four-seater, we have 14 drivers, so 12 speakers, 2 subwoofers, and a 1,000 watt of amplification on both a rear section and a front section of those 4-seat application. And then if those are the top level, those are going to give you the best full range sound, most impact, the most bang for buck. But then if you're just looking for an entry level product, we have you covered as well with a 6-speaker driver setup with our GMR LCDs and a 500 watt amplifier solution as well. So 3 options for the amazing Polaris Ranger application.
There you have it, folks. Not 1, not 2, but 3 different options if you're talking about the Polaris Ranger platform, whether in 2-door, 4-door, a little bit of a better and a best scenario going on there. And that's not all. There is another application that MB Quart is coming out with very soon. Why don't you tell the listeners what that will be?
Of course. So if we're talking Polaris Ranger, we have to mention the Polaris RZR, and this one specifically, the Polaris RZR Trail. We have, again, 3 options, again, with the same kind of almost audio components. But one thing I didn't even mention that's also included in the Polaris Ranger models, that the top levels actually include a built-in light bar in the source unit. So amazing audio stuff, amazing light bar products as well, too.
All right, Rob, got some questions to dig a little bit deeper into the components that make up some of these kits. Obviously, some of the top-level kits are incorporating your top-of-the-line source unit in the GMR 7V1, which we're going to get into in a second. But let's talk a little bit about the components. So talk to us a little bit about the type of speakers, the subwoofer, and the amplifier that are included in some of these kits.
So the Polaris RZR and Ranger have audio roofs have application-specific audio products that has our world renowned 6.5 speaker drivers. So this is polypropylene cones, titanium dome tweeters, so you could really get those highs out of with the wind noise and helmet on your head while you're riding. An application specific 500 watt compact panel amplifier, and a 10-inch long throw UTV specific subwoofer that is made to occupy the airspace in those audio roofs.
All right, so obviously, guys, if you really want all the specs, we're going to send you over to the website at MB Quart to get all the details. But for now, what I want to know is when it comes to the installation, this is a big piece, obviously. So what comes in the box, and what do installers or consumers need to know about the installation side of these huge audio roofs?
Absolutely. So installing all of these audio roofs is actually super easy. It includes application-specific mounting that grips and holds around the roll cage itself and the ROPs. So grab a buddy. Super easy to put the whole unit onto the roof, and then a couple quick connections, and it's going to be secured tightly to the top panel of the roof. But then from the power side of things, we have wiring harness that basically almost make it a plug-and-play power and ground connection, and getting these units up and operating. On the Polaris Trail side, we have a model on the top end that actually integrates perfectly with the Polaris Ranger, Ride Command source unit from the OEM. So the Polaris Trail, you're getting a Ride Command specific model, so that gives you that awesome OEM source unit that you can utilize as well. So everything in the box is included. So mounting hardware, power and ground connections, everything to get amazing audio. Super simple, easy install, so you can get to riding.
All right, there you have it, guys. Some deep information on these new audio roof systems available coming soon from MB Quart for both the RZR Trail as well as the Ranger from Polaris. Rob, I would be remiss if we didn't take a little bit of time to talk about what I feel is one of the highest performing source units in this category. I was really excited about it when this came out. It is packed with features. Of course, we're talking about the GMR 7V1 source unit. And this unit has some features that simply cannot be found within this space. And it's very important to highlight some of this because if you have a customer or you're an enthusiast that's looking for a feature packed source unit, well, look no further. The GMR 7V1 has it for you. Rob, break it down for us.
This is one of my personal favorite products that MB QUART actually produces. So our GMR7 V1 is world renowned now. So it's a CarPlay, Android mirroring, touchscreen, waterproof source unit. It has everything from what you expect out of a traditional source unit, so AM, FM tuning, weather band, and all the way up to full integration with your smartphone with true Apple CarPlay and true Android mirroring. On a wired connection. And then we could talk about some real hidden gems and stuff that takes this unit to the next level. So obviously, if you're in the UTV space, you know that all these machines have RGB lighting. So built into the source unit is a full RGB switching and controlling setup. So you can control all your lights in all of the specific areas, like from lighted whips to interior RGB lighting to rock lights. So that's amazing from the RGB controlling side. But then one of my favorite features, one of the points you'll always hear me talk about, is that this unit includes a built-in switching system. So it gives you 4 electronic switches that will actually be paired up with our GMR RB4 relay bank. So it's a plug and play relay bank that gives you control of anything that is 12 volt power. So from a horn, a turn signal setup, a light bar, anything that you could dream that should be on a physical switch can actually be controlled via our GMR7 V1 on a touchscreen.
Like I said, a fully featured source unit rarely seen in this category that literally can expand your system and make it do whatever you want from a simple interface right there at your fingertips. However, there was a caveat when this came out, and I was curious about the solution for this, which I noticed, Rob, that, this is a big unit, and it's probably not a standard type of size to be able to have that big interface with the screen. So what solutions has MB QUART come up with to be able to install or facilitate the install of this unit into the vehicles?
From facilitating that install, we got you covered. So we have a Polaris RZR and a Polaris Ranger dash kit that includes everything from an OEM fit and finish panel that is specifically made for the UTV itself and installing our GMR7 V1, but it also includes some amazing accessories that makes things way easier on the installation side. Included is a pulse connector power ground, so basically making the install of that source unit a plug and play solution, a application specific antenna so you can utilize the full AM, FM, and weather band functions of the GMR7 V1, and a PSA P3S auxiliary CarLink mounted auxiliary panel. So that has everything from a USB Type-C, USB Type-A, and a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary input. So everything is covered from the audio side or smartphone side. So these dash kits make installing them on a Polaris Ranger or Polaris RZR super simple, and like I said, almost like a plug and play solution.
All right, Rob, there it is. We talked about some brand new audio roof kits coming to you for Ranger as well as Razor Trail. We talked about the amazing features of the GMR7 V1 source unit, and now MB QUART has come out with installation kits to facilitate the install to make it even that much easier and really have that nice flush OEM feel once it is installed. Rob, any last message you have for these UTV audio enthusiasts that may be tuning in and be wondering, do I need me a roof kit?
Well, one, you absolutely need a roof kit, but we're really excited here about this new product that's going to be launching with MB QUART, and we're ready to hear what you guys are feeling about it. But we're very excited, and we know that the performance there, and that we know that it's going to be perfect for those UTV applications. So we're excited to see what you guys do with them. We're excited to see you guys on the trail enjoying them. Appreciate it, guys. If you need to find out more, definitely go to mbquart.com and definitely keep your eyes on the social, because we have some more products up on our sleeves that are going to be coming out later in this year. So definitely stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.
That was MB QUART's Rob Anderson joining us and announcing some big news in the UTV audio market with their roofs and everything else that comes with it. If you want more information, Rob said it there. Head on over to the official website at mbquart.com. All right. What can I say? This is a brand that has completely invested themselves in this UTV space. They keep pushing the envelope. They keep reinventing themselves. They keep creating new fun product, not only out of need, but also out of creativity. MB Quart is a brand that is well rooted in mobile audio, but man, I have to say kudos to them for the commitment they have made in the UTV space. I think the audio roofs are going to be a huge hit, turnkey solution, all in a box, raining sound from above, and it keeps your gear safe and out of the elements like the water and the mud because, well, it's above you. So there you have it. It's coming to you soon. Something to get excited about. That's it for the CMA Connected presented by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.